Hello, and welcome to another episode of Breadcast Movie and TV Talk. Recently, I rewatched the movies Sherlock Holmes and Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows, and I honestly forgot how good these movies are to me since it had been a while since I had watched them. But after finishing the second movie, I'd begun to wonder if another Sherlock Holmes movie was being made or if it had been canceled, and that regardless of the answer, I was going to make a video on this subject, and here I am. What I have found actually surprised me and might surprise you as well. I found an article from the website independent.co.uk that is dated May 18th, 2019 that says that finally, after it's been years since A Game of Shadows was in theaters, that Warner Brothers actually announced officially Sherlock Holmes 3 with an actual release date of December 25th, 2020. It said that both Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law do plan on returning to their roles, but it is unknown whether Guy Ritchie will be returning to direct the movie. But then I found a Screen Rant article dated March 5th, 2019, stating that the movie has been moved back to December 2021, and to go with that, I found an article on Variety.com dated July 11th, 2019, that director Dexter Fletcher, who directed Rocket Man, has come on board to direct Sherlock Holmes 3. Back to the Screen Rant article, it said the reason the movie was delayed is because of the really long time that Robert Downey Jr. spent playing Tony Stark / Iron Man, and that moving it back a year was so they could release it in the holiday time like they did the first two movies. As for Guy Ritchie not returning, it's because he's working on some crime movie called Bush, which had started filming in the end of 2018, and that's fine with me, as seeing someone else get their hands on Sherlock Holmes would be interesting, as long as they keep the basic staples of the first two movies. So what do I think of all this? Well, I'm glad that the movie is still being made, since the way the second movie ends, it leaves it largely open for a sequel, so I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad that both Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law are returning, and I don't really care that Guy Ritchie isn't coming back to direct. Maybe that sounds mean, but like I said, I think it would be interesting to see what another director does with a movie like this. I really like with these movies how they blend action and detective stuff really well, and I think that Robert Downey Jr. really is the perfect person to play Sherlock Holmes, and that Jude Law is the perfect person to play Watson. They are just really well done movies, and as I said, the second one ended in a way that left it really open to a sequel, and who doesn't want to see the clash of wits between Holmes and Watson and Moriarty, although none of these articles mention Jared Harris coming back to play Moriarty, even though I think he did really well in the role. And to add, no one has said if Stephen Fry will be returning to play Mycroft Holmes. But the movie isn't coming out till 2021, so things are going to remain unknown probably until late this year, or more likely late next year. That's all I have to say, so if you're out of the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.